And everybody is blaming Kevin Stefanski. He's got it in for Shedeur. He doesn't know how to communicate with Shedeur because Shedeur doesn't know how to communicate properly. His dad can understand him, Dion. That's because his dad has been with him basically 24/7 for life. But everybody else that has 53 other players or 52 other players to communicate with, Shedeur comes across like he's from outer space. And Kevin Stefanski's supposed to build everything around a fifth-round pick. I want to play you do we got the clip of the reporters? Yeah. No. Don't we have the clip? The Cleveland radio show. Yeah, here we go. SOT 10. These young guys from a Cleveland radio show, or one of them, has it completely figured out. Play SOT 10.
Shedeur ends up next. What GM, what coach is going to want to invite your fan base, Shedeur? Not Shedeur's fault, but the fan base. What coach, what system, what GM, what ownership is going to want to bring on the personal shots? Now even Jerry Jeudy is not allowed to get in an argument with his quarterback without people calling him really bad things, really bad things.
I'm not saying anything about Jerry Jeudy.
You guys know exactly what I'm talking about because I saw that yesterday. People putting up clips from Roots, like they're calling Jerry Jeudy that. Like, you think a lot of teams want to invite you guys to the party? No thanks. Not for a fifth-round pick that has the worst EPA in all of football per
first
play.
Off,
Nobody's going to want to invite that.
No idea about any of that.
I'll show you.
Well, I don't even want to see it, to be honest with you, okay? No. So I don't know anything about that.
Do you think any of these teams want Shannon Sharp and all of the former players, Emmanuel Acho, taking personal shots at their moral compass? Do you think they're going to want that over a fifth-round pick?
The situation.
The chubby guy on the right is just scared to death. I don't even want to watch that. I don't want to know nothing about that. I don't want to comment on that. The other guy's keeping it 100% real, man. CPA, completion, what is that? Completions per attempts, or he's got one of the shortest yards per completion in the National Football League. I think that's what the guy is referencing. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. The squeeze doesn't produce much juice. Shedeur Sanders is not performing well. According to Pro Football Focus, and I know they're controversial, he's rated as, through 2 starts, the worst quarterback in the National Football League. I think on the field, he actually made some progress. I really do. And I know they kept training wheels on him. But their overall point is like, hey, man, all of this trouble over a fifth-round pick? All of these people that are willing to slander your name over a fifth-round pick? That no one's safe, not even Jerry Jeudy. Do we have the Jerry Jeudy was yelling at Shedeur Sanders on the sidelines. He's not the first wide receiver to yell at a quarterback and to clap his hands, and he's not the first. But because it's Shedeur, it's a big deal. And now everybody, Jerry Jeudy is getting smeared. It's like, how dare you speak to our Messiah this way? How dare you not show Shedeur the proper amount of respect? How about Shedeur carry himself in a way that commands respect? He doesn't. From the cornrows to the slurred, slow way he talks. This is not leadership. Jerry Jeudy is a wide receiver, needs to control himself. But sitting here acting like Shedeur Sanders doesn't strike a lot of people the way he strikes Jerry Jeudy, and that wide receivers don't occasionally snap on their quarterback when they think they're late with the ball, or when they don't respect their work ethic or their presentation. What do you think of the Jerry Jeudy? What do you think of the Jerry Jeudy yelling at Shedeur?
In fairness to Shedeur, Jerry Judy's been a malcontent with a lot of people. So I look at it both ways. I know people have said, well, how come he didn't do that to the white quarterback? Yeah, but Judy's, he's one of those guys. He was highly touted out of Alabama, washed out in Denver, had a pretty decent year last year. But Jeudy is one of those guys. He does not have the license to act the way he does based on his production. Michael Irvin once said, given my status and the numbers that I put up, I could do that to everybody except two people, my franchise quarterback and my coach, Jimmy Johnson. That's it. Everyone else, I could just do whatever I wanted. Jerry's not at that stage. He really isn't. And I do wonder, though, there is a dynamic that I've seen on social media about how black employees hate working for black managers and supervisors. Do you think that's valid? Do you think that's right there borne out on a football sideline?
Yes. There's no question. I've experienced it myself. Again, if you go back to those Deadspin stories and the woman that secretly much prefer to work for a white person rather than me, and but it was factual. It was true. There's no question about it that listen, any group of people that's in the constant habit of calling each other the N-word, that's not out of respect. That's out of disrespect. When you don't think much of yourself and you don't think much of people who share the same skin color as you, you just don't have respect for yourself or them. You think of them as the N-word. And so, yes, it's a true issue, but again, Shedeur is carrying himself like Tupac Shedeur, and he's not carrying himself like a franchise quarterback. And so he's wondering why he's not getting franchise, or anybody wondering why he's not getting franchise quarterback respect. It's because he wants to wear cornrows and gold chains and talk like he never graduated past fourth grade English. That's not going to command a lot of respect.
Jason, the next time you have Sean Big King on, ask him about what Keyshawn Johnson said about black quarterbacks. I don't know if he's gotten into that with you, but he's told some stories about how Keyshawn Johnson, I think, basically said, give me a white quarterback. Give me a white quarterback. It's an interesting story.
I'm going to tell you why he says that, and I will ask Sean about it. He says that because he's like, hey, the white guy is going to prepare. The black guy is, in general, is going, hey, man, I got these athletic gifts. The man is out to get me. This is all racism. There's too many of them with that mentality. And they have that mentality because a lot of black coaches give them that mentality. The victimhood mentality does not work in a leadership position.